Danny, in another life, you've seen teams play the way Sacramento does. I've asked everybody tonight this: How do you think you guys did in terms of controlling the tempo, and what did you do to get that?
I think they controlled it more than we did. I think we were lucky to come out with this one. If you look up all down the line, I think the only thing we outbeat them in was rebounding. Um, but that's a good sign for us. It showed how good this team could be. But they're obviously a great ball club. They can get up and down, push the pace, and they get a lot of threes, a lot of shots. Um, but so once again, we're having fun with it. We're enjoying it. Even though it was an ugly night for us, we were able to gut it out, grind it out, and come out with a win, which is a good sign for it.
How much did they speed you up tonight, if at all?
We like to play at a fast pace ourselves. So, there were times we rushed where we didn't need to, but for the most part, that's the pace that we play at too. I think they did a better job at it tonight than we did. But, overall, I said we gutted it out, found a way. And that's a good sign early in the year for this ball club. And things aren't going well, we're not shooting well. We found other ways to get it done.
Danny, this is the first time in franchise history this team has swept a swing of 4 games in a row like this.
Sure, I was just talking about, I don't think it's, as long as I've been playing, I don't think I've done it either before. And even in San Antonio, not many times you're going on road trips where you're going undefeated, especially with like 3 games or more. So it's a great sign. I think when we're still trying to scratch the surface and figure things out, but we're finding ways to win, even when we're not playing great, which is good early sign for us. But we still want to get on the same page, get everybody healthy.
How much do you feel like you're figuring it out now with guys getting back? OG healthy for a second game, Fred, and Nick talked about all those combinations. Are you kind of working through some of those?
For sure. I think that's the advantage we have also too. It's still in the year every other team is trying to figure out too. So not many teams still have their same guys back or their foundation, but a handful of teams have the same guys back. So everybody's trying to figure it out. I think we have a good foundation or a good group of people from last year with a couple additions, which makes it easier. But figuring out with guys coming back, being healthy, guys coming out, DeLon, Fred, OG, everybody's trying to find their rhythm, their rotations. CJ was in and out. We have a couple guys banged up, bumped and bruises, but interested to see how well we are when we're 100% healthy. So we go back home. Hopefully we can continue to get better, play some better basketball, and then have a couple more challenges on the road, and then even play better basketball then.
How's this? Kawhi in the second quarter was able to kind of get you guys going when he got to the line. And you guys in general were doing a good job of being able to get to the line on a night when, like you say, things aren't going well for you. How key is that and that ability to keep doing that?
For sure, that's the big key. That's the thing that we're missing. I think more so than anything, those last road games when we're in DC, even LA, or other teams was in Milwaukee. Where teams get up on us and try to weather the storm, but offense isn't clear. We're not making shots, and there's a lid on the basket. But you got to find a way to either get to the free throw line or get to the basket. And he provides that for us. So that's a big key for us, and that changes the dynamic, and that helps us a ton, especially on the road. You need to be able to get to the free throw line and get some easy ones in order to get a rhythm, get back into it. So that was a big plus for us in that second quarter.
How does this start recalibrate what your expectations are for how quickly this team can get things going?
I said the record doesn't really calibrate my expectations. I think just the pieces and knowing what we have and what we can be calibrates it for us, for me. We know we're not at our best basketball. We still want to get better, continue to do that. So it's still early for everybody. But as I said, it's good to get wins while we're learning.
Coach says that he's got about 35% of the offense and the defense still to put in.
Yeah, that sounds about right, because there's still some rotational stuff that we need to figure out. There's still some offensive stuff that we're trying to figure out and learn, or just get down pat that we don't know offhand. But I think once we're pushing the pace and doing our own thing, we're in a great flow, which helps them make the game easier for him too.
How much does the room understand that, Danny? I mean, if you guys, it's 11-1 now. If it was 7-5 or 8-4, you would still say we haven't hit our stride. You're saying that now, but you're 11-1. How much does the room still understand that?
I think we all understand that, and it starts from top down. Nick is Coach Nurse has done a great job of reiterating that to us and making sure we're on top of our game and shoot around practices, and we all understand that. We know we haven't done anything yet. Just because you won some games doesn't mean you're champions. There's still a lot to be accomplished, a lot to be done, a lot to be learned, and a lot of room for us to get better in order to be that last team standing. And we know who the teams are that we have to beat in order to be, where we want to be.
Is that where the value of the disappointment comes in terms of falling short and knowing how much more there has to be done to get to the ultimate prize?
I guess a little bit, yeah. I mean, so the value of being there before, playing against those type of teams and knowing what it takes. But I don't think any disappointment, I guess, from them last year, and that's why every team that lost was probably disappointed. There's only one team that's happy than the year last year. So every team last year is disappointed and had a chip on the shoulder. So coming back, everybody knows what it takes, and I think that's why nobody is getting too high, too low, this early in the season especially. But knowing that regardless of how great a basketball you're playing, there's always one or two teams out there that are, regardless, you still have to beat, and your best basketball probably is not good enough to beat them right now. So we're trying to take it in full stride. Obviously, we're enjoying it. We'll enjoy it to midnight until we get back home and play the next one. But we still want to get better. We need to get better if we want to be championship team.
Yeah, I was going to say, but all that said, you are 11-1.
Yeah.
You're only at 65%. There has to be a part of you that anticipates or at least thinks about what you could be if
of
it
course,
all comes together.
that's every team though. Every team sees the potential of what they can be with their roster if they say 100%. We got to hopefully stay healthy, hopefully continue to get better, hopefully get guys to buy in. And sometimes it doesn't work in that way, but right now it's going pretty well. But right now it's just going better than other teams earlier in the season. Doesn't mean that we're better than other teams right now, but it's just happening for us earlier than others, so it's going well. But we got to be consistent and try to do it for full 70 whatever games we have left, and try to do it for 48 minutes night in, night out.